Uber, hello. Silky, hello. I'm cuddling and ready for a good story. Oh, I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are. I hope you're staying warm. I'm still freezing. I can't get warm for shit. Ronnie, Ronnie, hello. Orbison, hello. Greetings to you. Yeah, this is just finishing up. Um, we'll be going over the suspects. Brandy, hello. We'll be going over the suspects and then having a discussion on it. It's raining here and cool, but not too bad. Girl, I can't get warm for nothing. For nothing. I have the heat cranked to 73. I've got I don't know how many blankets on my bed. Quilts. I can't get warm for shit. My feet are freezing because I need a new pair of house slippers. And I just haven't gotten them yet. I need to go out and get them. I had a really early doctor's appointment this morning. I was out in that. Washington has great winters. Nah, that's all right. I suspect Washington has is worse than here. Just for some reason, and y'all know, I don't get cold. Not too easily. Liz, Katie came here to say hello from her stream earlier. I cuddled in bed, but we'll listen till I fall asleep. Aw. Well, thank you. And thank you to Katie. Oh, thank you. Some coffee to warm me up. Snickerdoodle, hello. Washington State. Yeah, that's why I figured you were talking about Washington State. Theirs are probably worse than here. Trina Barber, hello. Red Freckles, hello. Hello, hello. I just don't know what it is. Just can't seem to get warm. Eric Garcia, hello. Ronnie, everyone is worried about you, Les. There's no reason to worry about me. I'm fine. Mary Epic. Mary Epic. Mary Epic Change. I'm just calling you Epic. That's neat. I like that. Hello. Snickerdoodle, feeling any better? Yes, I'm feeling lots better. I actually ate some decent food today. So then it stayed down, so I'm doing pretty good. Bargain Media says she's been going bed early, but says she wants to catch a stream very soon. Yeah, she might be in here tonight. She says she may be coming in tonight. Uber says, okay, I'm listening. I will say goodnight in case I fall asleep. Okie dokie. Uber, you have yourself a great day. Thank you for coming in, listening. Oh, and tomorrow night, just to let people know, Hazel, hello. Tomorrow midnight, Joe's coming in. Martini Rodriguez, hello. Joe's coming in tomorrow night at midnight. And me, him, and also Slot Bandito was coming on. We'll be on panel with me and Joe. We're going to be talking about the Netflix show Making a Murderer, and it's about this Stephen Avery case. So he wanted to do it at midnight, and I said, all right. He can't. I don't think he could do it before then. And Friday was a bad day for him. He couldn't do it. Kathy Rebuilds, hello. Yeah, we got Uber listening, so we all need to behave. Oh, I love when you guys pair up. Oh, thank you. And as soon as I get the set done, Joe and I will probably pairing up. I asked him if he would do a weekly gossip um, thing with me, and I want to have a set and like a lounge set, to where I can have like 3 people on and this and that. And he said he would, so can't wait to do that. No YouTube drama shit. This is gonna be all just out there shit. So that way I can have guests on and sit in a booth. Todd B, hello. You looking fly tonight? I'm looking tired tonight. Deonda, you and I need to go to Ogle Bay. Nobody else will go with me. I love his eating shows. I don't comment, but I watch. He's fun. Yeah, yes. Oh, I never seen anything. I never seen anything like it. Ronnie, drama free zone. Yeah, that's why I want to keep it. That's why I want to keep it. Rosie Leon, hello. Hell yeah, I'll go. Joe knows nothing about gossip. Well, I told him, I said, I don't want no YouTube stuff. I said, I just want the shit that's going on out there in the world. So, and I told him the set I want us to be in and stuff. We can do it before then, but there's a set. And I'm making a set. It's going to be a lounge. We're going to be in a booth. So, okay. So we'll be in a booth and stuff, but we can do it before then too, of course. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting caught up on all that stuff. Because there's some shit out there I really got opinions on. And I'd probably end up pissing some people off with my opinions, but I'm like, oh my god, these people are idiots. So you might want to hang around for that one for tomorrow. I'm going to be already here at home. I'm going to go ahead and get my shit. I don't know what Joe's doing, but he won't be able to. He said, I won't be able to get my Taco Bell before midnight. So he said, do you want to do a traveling one? And I'm like, well, I got to be able to read the chat. And I said, no, I'll just go ahead and get my shit. And you go get it. You go get yours. It's always fun. He has a bigger town, and there's more stuff that goes on there. I live in a small town with nothing. With nothing. What kind of Taco Bell will you get? Oh, I already know. I pretty much get the same nacho supreme and a couple of 2 tacos supremes. I'm going to ask them for extra sour cream on mine. I love sour cream. On my Mexican, I don't like it just to eat it. Ew. No. But for some reason, with Mexican, sour cream is perfect. I don't know if I can stay up that late. I asked him what time would be convenient for him, and he asked if we could do it at midnight because I don't know what the hell he's doing till midnight, unless he's got an engagement, so to speak. So he said, "Can we do it at midnight?" And I was like, "Yeah." I love sour cream. I used it my steak in. Yeah, sour cream on steak is good too. I don't have steak very often. I'm just not a big meat eater, but when I do like it. I had sour cream on a Mexican once. I don't think it's the same. Sour cream in your baked potato. Mm-hmm. Kathy Bill says, I am just a wimp. No, hon. I really do want to start coming on at like 10:30. It's just not working out that way. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Ronnie, I eat blue cheese dressing with everything. Mm-mm. He's changing his oil to midnight. That's one way to put it. Ah. That's one way to put it. That's the first thing I thought of when he said that. And I'm like, what the fuck can you be doing to me? Ah. I was thinking that to myself. I was like, yep. Yeah, now I know I would be doing the same thing. I ain't lying. Blue cheese. I never got into blue cheese. I just cannot stand blue cheese. Ranch. I like ranch on a lot of shit. Yeah, Ronnie. And ranch. Yeah, I like ranch on a lot of shit. Scotty Saren, hello. It's not you. It is yummy. I'm with Eric on that one, Hazel. I'm sorry. I'm with Eric on that one. Dead serious. But I put ranch on my well, if I don't have like if I have taste skins, I like sour cream. And if I don't, ranch. A lot of times ranch. Les, you like guacamole? No, for some reason I do not like guacamole. I don't know why, but I like stuffed artichokes. I don't understand. I don't love stuffed artichokes, but I do like them. Not artichokes, avocados. Duh. But I don't like guacamole. Believe it or not. I really don't. Liz, you and Eric are both crazy. Well, probably. What can I say? Vintage Gal, hello. Where have you been? Jeffrey Taddeo, hello. Chicky, where have you been, Chicky? Oh my God. It's been a long time. Scotty says it's the texture. It could be because I don't taste right. So a lot of times it is texture with me. Cruise, the new. Oh, yeah, that's right. That is right. How did the replacement go? I know one day I'm going to have to mine replaced. I just know it. Chicky been crocheting like a loon. I was going to ask that, believe it or not. Yeah, I forgot the knee replacement after the cruise. I hope that went well for you. They did perfect for my mom. You're 1 week out. Yeah, are you walking on it? I hope. Night of the Living Dead. Hello, welcome to the lounge to all the new people, which I haven't really. I don't think I've seen any. But Night of the Living Dead. Hello, and welcome to the lounge. Yep, I'm doing really good. Awesome. Yeah, it was. My mom didn't have a bit of trouble. She was just barely. She was going up and down the steps. I was like, Mom. Therapist said I'm exceptional. Yeah, that's like my mom was. She just truck it on through. But I think it's because they overdoped her. Oh, they really overdoped her. So I don't think she was feeling much anyway. Best decision ever. That's what she said. Everybody I know that's had knee replacement has said the same thing. I know several that have had knee replacements recently. Yeah, I know quite a few. God, it seems like everybody knows getting them. And they all say the same thing. Best decision they ever made. I just personally think after a certain age, they should just make us all bionic. I really do. Trina and Barbara had a knee replacement. Was yours good? I hope yours turned out well. I went a whole body replacement. Shaking my fucking head. The only reason everyone is in here tonight is because Katie and Joe. If you didn't turn on people and change as the person you once was, everyone would still be here. But she forgot about the people. Who did I forget about? Who has been here for her? Who did I forget about? Who? Who? Name one. I was just getting ready to do that. Oh, it already feels better than before it. I have 31 staples. Oh. Trina says, no, I can't bend it or straighten the whole way. Previous surgeon did so much damage in there. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Trina. I am so sorry. Oh, that doesn't make sense. I wish you was speedy recovery, Vintage. Yeah. Cindy's like, hey, night, let's go. Thanks, Jan. Yeah. Yeah, Vintage. I'm glad it worked out for you. I'm glad it worked out for you. It's okay. I'm just glad to be walking. Shit. Like I said, they're going to be they're going to replace my knee soon. I've had trouble with it for 30 years though, but I blame that on sports. Anna Grissom, hello. I blame my knee on my sports. So person isn't brave enough to come in. Name coward. I know. I know. Played softball in high school. Trina's her knee issues are genetic. Les, I didn't know you played football. Believe it or not, I did. It just wasn't official. It wasn't official until after I graduated, and then they let girls play on the team. And the superintendent's daughter was the first one. But I did. It just wasn't official. But I've played football since I was in fourth grade. So I always played with the guys. They always just let me play with them. And then the coaches, hell, when you can catch the ball better than some of the receivers, come on. Queenie Beanie, hello. How are you? Chicken exacted Yonda, but it's okay. Les knows we love her, and we all know Les ain't turning on any of us. What a load of BS. Exactly. Thank you. Mary Epic, Queenie Beanie. I love your name. I know, isn't it neat? I did in 9th grade softball. I was terrible. I did them all. I played football with the guys. And then I played volleyball, basketball. I did track, softball. I played sports in the summer. Oh, and my replacement was botched, going under, they think, to fix it. We'll see. Yeah, Cindy, they cut her bone too short. So they go and fix it. The only way, I would be saying something about that one. Momo could hit a baseball better than any guy I've ever seen. I can do that with softball. They had me doing a lot of tricks. So I hope they fix it too. Well, there's two people that didn't have the greatest success, but everyone here in my personal life, personally, they all said it's the best thing they ever done. And you can't tell my mom ever had a knee problem. She plays sports to only check out the girls in the locker room. Oh, that isn't entirely false. That isn't, but Tree's like, I'll never have my knees touched again. Queenie Beanie says, I'm great. I'm finally she's finally a grandmommy. I'm in Texas, Shepherd Air Force Base for the next week. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. There's free samples. Hello. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it human? It's a he. Does he look like a squid? You know, they all look mushy when they first come out. It's like, ew. Big boy. My boys turn white and start to stutter when I tell them I want grandkids. Jenny Henson, hello. It's been a little while. You finally stayed up. I'm waiting for GC to get in here because this is a story he wanted me to cover, and so I'm just kind of waiting. If not, I'm gonna get started on it soon. So Queenie, were you able to be there when the baby was born, or did you get there like right after or whatever? Oh yeah, that's right. He did. Yeah, GC did. He wanted me to cover this. So, and there is an update with that. So, with the Long Island serial killer case. So, I'm going to do the update too. Yes, I forgot to take my meds. So whirling around like a dervish. I have to take my meds at a certain time or I get yelled at. Oh yes, I cut the cord. Did you really? Aww. Les, what time does the mukbang start tomorrow night? Midnight, Eastern Coast time. East Coast time. Me and Joe are on the same time thing. I don't know about Slot Bandita. I don't know what time thing she's on, but she's going to be on tomorrow night too. Les, want to hear something spooky weird? Sure. Sure. I didn't cut the cord with my grandsons, but I was there a few hours after they were born. No, I was there the next day because I kept Nina. So, but I was there the next day, so I didn't get to cut the cord. But you know, Gamma Lely had to be there and be one of the first ones to hold him, because it's like, I want my voice. I want you to know me. Yeah, it's 11 for you, Rosie. That's what time Joe could do it. Hippie chick, hello. How are you? Welcome to the lounge. Like you've never been here before, but hey, still. Welcome to the lounge. My man woke up because he heard talking, but I knew he was asleep. But knew I was asleep next to him. He then looked at the clock and it was 3:12. The voice he heard was male and oh wow, and 3:12 was his dad's birthday. Oh my god. Wow. He's been gone almost 3 years come 3/13. Oh my god. Queenie's feet aren't on the ground yet. And I don't blame her. Not at all. Oh, you're welcome, hippie. I appreciate you too. That's weird, Chicky. That is beyond trippy. You gotta be kidding me. That's neat. Weird. Neat, weird. Or is it a weird neat? I don't know. It's a neat weird. I need GC's phone number. Deck on it. I think he may have given it to me again. Let him know. GC, I'm here ready for your story. Ready to do your story. Finish it up. First grandchild, Queenie. I think it is. Wow, today's my mom's 6-year anniversary. I miss her, you know? Yep. You know, my mom's body may be failing, but her mouth and mind aren't. And I have to tell you guys something. This woman who she has not left the upstairs of her house, I think it was almost 4 weeks by the time Thanksgiving came around, and she came down. And she couldn't stay at the dinner table the whole entire time. And that's fine. Dinner was done. We had, like I said, we had chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, green beans. But my daughter's 31. I thought it was never going to happen. Women are waiting later. They want a career. Me personally, I'd have, like my mom said, she was glad she had me young. My mom was a teenage mommy. And she was like, I am so glad, got that shit done and over with. Well, anyway, my mom, this woman can barely freaking move, okay? And I'm over there Thanksgiving. And I was taking a couple of the chairs back upstairs. One of them goes in her office where she was at. So I went in there, and she's got her own little VCR, her computer desk, her TV. You know, it's her room to do whatever. Like this one is here for me. So I'm sitting there, and I'm taking the chair back, and I sit down for a second and watching TV with her. She's watching Bravo. I was like, oh, gee. And so I said something about a program. And she's like, come here. And I'm like, why? She's like, come here. I was like, why? She said, come here. And I was like, oh, gee, Mom. I mean, really, you ain't got strength God gave a turnip. So what the hell? Damn it. The stupid Wi-Fi in this house keeps kicking me off. Girl, I know that feeling. I mean, they were working on the lines for like a week, and it was like, damn. I really believe it is Deonda. So ever since his dad passed, he has felt someone sit down on the bed near his legs. At first, he used to think it was me. Now he knows it isn't. I told him I think it's his dad. My first feeling on it is no. Someone else. Damn. I'm telling you, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Congratulations, Queenie. Our Thanksgiving is October. You must be in Canada? So is your mom getting better, Les? We let her think she is, and she has hope she will, but she'll never. Which is fine. It's just that it's so funny because her mind. I was actually talking about this with my doctor. I said her mind and mouth works way too well, and my mom has this habit. She likes to slap us upside the head, and so she tried to do that Thanksgiving Day. I was like, I am not going nowhere near you, and it's not like you're going to get up and come get me, But Liz, how were the colors in your neck of the woods this year? Thanks again. He's magnificent. Proud grandma. That we really didn't have any colors. Actually, it just went from one boom. There. Is she sick? Yeah. My mom is sick. Very, very, very. So it never happened until his dad passed away, and that's the closest person to him that has passed. Has such a hard time still with him passing. I think his dad wants to comfort him. I thought she was putting weight back on and stuff. She did, but mom didn't tell anybody that she was on. She was given steroids for a week, but she didn't tell anyone that she got steroids from somebody else, and she was on them for like 3 weeks. And that's where the weight came in. All we really have is hope. Take it away, and they go quick. So good for you. You're letting her keep her hope. Hell yeah. Anything I can do for my mom. Sylvia Martinez, hello. Hannah Christmas, Les, I was going to leave you in the car and it's cold outside. Oh, don't do that to me. It's woo. It's hard. Life's hard, for fuck's sake. Yeah. But my mom's mind is still there. And so I'm in the Great Smokies. We didn't have much vibrant colors either this year. Yeah, we didn't either. It was like oh, nice and green, and then the next day, boom. And it's finally snowed. And I should have taken a video. There's still some snow out there. It didn't we didn't get inches, but it was like all of a sudden when it snowed, all the leaves were on the ground. I was like, what the hell? I was like, shit. That's why I appreciate Liz. She helped me one night I was down. Aw. I'm glad I was able to help. Deanna's like, I love her spunk. Yeah, Deanna's met my mom. My mom's a freaking pistol. We went from summer to winter really fast. Only a day or two of August. Same here. I lost my mom September 2011, pancreatic cancer. Yeah, my mom's liver and shit are all shot. Mary says it's so hard watching parents age. Both, yeah. My daughter's back and I'm alcohol free. Yay! Yay! And my mom is so young. My mom's only 68. She has no filter, says what she thinks no matter what. I know. She called me. So the day after I was there for Thanksgiving, my mom calls me and it's like, oh my God, woman. And you wonder why I leave the house. I'm not going to sit there. She just, I don't know. I think she might be canceling Christmas this year. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I think my mom's canceling Christmas this year. She canceled Thanksgiving last year. But I really think she's canceling Christmas this year. I'm just not in the Midwest. Oh well, that's big for her. Well, she can't decorate like she wants to. And I told her I would come over and I would, like, I've never decorated the woman's house before. Gay and liberal. Welcome. Hello. Liz, you need a Santa cap to wear. I have one. No, I lied. I used to have one, and then Nina took it over. So I had to get me a new one. I had a blue one. I bought her a pink one, but she didn't want her pink one. She bought me, so she took my blue one. So Nina took that over. So now I got to get me a new one. Because my need this year, I have a twin bed and living room instead of a tree. Good. That way you won't miss nothing. See? Kimberly Chiari. Hello. Hello. But man, this shit has grown busy. It's some nights, yeah, some nights, no. But I'm going to tell you something. I have decorated my mom's house for Christmas for more years than I can count. Even with all the new shit she's got. I know exactly how she likes her trees. I know exactly what item goes where in her home. Nope. You don't do it good enough. I hope you did. I sent it from Canada. I told Mom she needed a checkup and said, I went to the doctor a few weeks ago. I said, Mom, your doctor died last year. Don't lie to me. Oh my God. Does Mom have real tree or fake? She has one real and one fake. So the real one is always for the kids. She has a fake one in the living room, and she puts a real one down in the den. I guess because it's just left over for me and Cheryl. And then the presents that Santa bring, there is a little kid tree for the little kids. And so there's a small kid tree that she puts up, and she moves it every year, wherever that. I'm just like, wherever you want it. And that's the tree that Santa brings, and that's the tree that the milk and cookies go under. So Deanna says, I don't put up a tree. I didn't last year. I didn't last year. I think I'm going to do one this year. She looked at me like, I spouted 3 heads and said, he did? Well, I'll be damned. Lord, that woman, I know. Kids tree, nice idea, Les. Yeah, my sister destroyed mine I had. I had a white one, and I collect M&M stuff, and I have the M&M ornaments. And so, and M&M lights. And so that's what I would put that on. And then now I want the train to go around the bottom of it. Well, anyway, I have to get me another small tree because I started doing the same thing. And my sister destroyed my tree and everything, and she really pissed me off. I really need a beat notes on her head one day. I have a 24-inch tree that I was able to decorate in 10 minutes. I bought one of them, and Nina was gotcha. I think she was 1. And I bought one of them trees for her to decorate. And she'd sit on my lap every year, and when she was younger, and we would decorate that little tree together. Then she got older, so I got her own tree. And it's a big tree. And she helps me decorate it. Saying December's going to suck, so I'm closing my eyes tight and will open them when sometime in January. Les will be my comforter. Ah, girl. I have my dad's Barnum and Bailey train set. Oh, man. Really? My dad's got a train set for my Christmas village. It doesn't go with the Christmas village, but it fits it perfectly. And damn it, he won't let me have it. I've been wanting that thing since I was a teenager. Last time I put up a tree, I decorated it and guy stuff that my boys could keep, like fishing lures, tiny flashlights, Slim Jims. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Got it when they downsized. I gotta find the right train for my Christmas village because I got a lot of money wrapped up in that. I got a lot of money wrapped up in my Christmas village. That's one thing I do take pride in. Not gonna put up something I know my cat is gonna destroy. Linnell Sorg, hello. How are you? Not surprised mine haven't yet. When we set up the village, I don't have a thing to set my village up here yet. I have to. I'd have to put it. I don't know. I can't put it in the living room. I don't know, but I go all out for my village. It started out with one piece, and the next thing you know, and my sister's got the Victorian station, and she doesn't even collect that shit. I do, and it's called. I get my pieces from Hallmark. Used to sell them, but you can still find them. Barely, you can barely find them anymore. But they're Department 57, and I'm sleepy. Had to come in and let my favorite gal talk me to sleep. Oh, Linnell, you know I will. You know I will. I'm a great Jenny, and because decorations were for them, they undecorated it for me. All I do was put it back in the box. Chicky, I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. Les, I apologize for not being around much. I do still love you to pieces and have been missing you. Kimberly, look, hun, I know you're sick. I know. I don't think anything of it. I know. Look, people's got lives. I have a life. You know, and you've got it. You've got something that, even though I do know a couple people with it, they're my friends. I can't imagine what to go through. So, I can do that for my friend's daughter that's coming here for Christmas. Yeah. You're quite welcome. Chick is a great idea. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. That's the way to do it. I tell you what, I decorated my tree and I always put candy canes on them. Trust me, those grandkids can spot them. I don't care how close they are to the top. Those kids will spot that shit. One year, our iguana got out of his cage and we found him in the Christmas tree. Oh my god. This will be the first time I could cook Christmas dinner in many years. I'm a bit nervous. Don't be nervous. One second. She is 13. Jenny, you'll be a star. Gift card from Victoria's Secret. Hey, yeah. I have fake nails for her, glue for the nails. What else? Let your mind go wild, Jenny. Your tree can be anything you want it to be. Have fun with it. Exactly, Chicky. Jenny, maybe some lip gloss and stuff like that. Hell yeah. I love cooking, Jenny. Yeah. Prayers for everyone. Thank you, Anna. Ooh. I love gift cards. I do. I don't know about you guys. I think gift cards are one of the greatest things ever invented because you don't really know what to get someone, or people don't know what to get me. So I'll either get, well, my mom, she always writes me a check, but I have a couple friends, they'll get me a prepaid, one of those, what do they call those Visa cards? You just activate it, there it goes, you know, or they'll give me a gift card somewhere, or I'll do the same thing for them. I love them. I think everybody should have them. And it says, I see another can of beans. How to make deviled eggs. That is what she requested special that I make her. This works as we speak. Trina, thank you very much. Yeah, get them. I think it's great. That's easy, making deviled eggs. Eggs, vinegar, sugar. Some people put mustard. Dakota Fanning fan. Hi there, been watching for a little bit. Was wondering if you were going to be talking about the Long Island Silico tonight. Yeah, there was a particular, and welcome to the lounge, Dakota. Yeah, when you do the egg yolks, put you vinegar, just a little bit of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, some sugar. Some people put, like I said, mustard in it, mayonnaise. It's to taste. Kenzie, hello. I just hope you're having a good night. Yes, I am, Kenzie. How are you? But Dakota, yeah, I'm going to finish that up. Yeah, apple cider vinegar. Never cook with straight white vinegar. How much sugar? It's to taste. You do it to taste. And you need mayonnaise. But Dakota, I'm getting to it because I'm just waiting to see if there was a gentleman. He's the one that wanted me to do this story, and I did the first part last week, and I'm doing the second part this week. Yeah, pickle juice. Yeah, pickle juice. If you don't want to use vinegar, use pickle juice, but don't use them both. I'm great, kind of sleepy. Got a long day ahead of me. I had my long day today. Pickle juice, sweet or dill, whichever you prefer. But if you use pickle juice, do not use vinegar because pickle juice is vinegar. So let me get this second part of this Long Island Killer started and done. When I love true crime, I'm finishing up tonight. That's why I put in Long Island Serial Killer Part 2. I'm going to do a really quick recap. And hey, I finally showed up on my own phone. Finally, yay! Okay, let me do a really short recap. We're going to do this real quick. I've waited for GC. Maybe he'll show up later. So that's what you need, Jenny. You need vinegar, whether it's pickle juice or actual vinegar. If you want sweet or dill, it's up to you. It's to taste. Sugar, mayonnaise. Like I said, some people put mustard in it, and just a touch of paprika for just a touch to sprinkle over it for decoration. But I suggest you mash up the egg yolks before you put mayonnaise in there. Sylvia Martinez, paprika, yeah. Just for decoration. I say screw the decoration. And if you want to get really fancy, and I used to have them, but I used to have Patriot bag set, and with all its knobs and everything, it got ruined. I don't know who the hell did it, but nobody. But if you really want to get fancy, put all in there and just use the fluted, not the fluted, but the one tip to where it makes the streaks, and there you go. Okay. Now, last week we went over the Long Island serial killer, and this is my last week's notes. These are the victims. Let's go redo the victims. Just to remind everybody that you do get a lot of errands to run. It's cold for Bama. Then I think it'll make some tomorrow. Still low too. Yes, if her mom lets her do makeup, I always use lip gloss, lipsticks. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Dry shampoo, face mask. I used to like cotillion. They don't make it any longer. Oh. Well, anyway, I'm just going over this real quick. There were 6 victims that they know of. Well, this all started with the investigation of the disappearance of Shannon Gilbert. And Anna Grissom, I didn't. Les, you're warm now. Well, anyway, the victims were, and remember this name, Melissa Bartholomew. I think that's how you say it. Remember that name. all these women were prostitutes. They were looking for Shannon Gilbert, and they came across 4 bodies in Long Island on the beach, Gilgo Beach. And the one was Melissa Barthelemy. I can't say it. And her mom, when they found her, at the time she disappeared, they turned her in for just, she's missing, this and that. She got calls. Her younger sister got calls from the killer, had her phone, and would call the sister. Her mom actually spoke to him once, they believe, because he was asking did you call the police yet? Did you turn her in? That kind of thing. They believe that was the killer. The killer said some really sexually not appropriate things, graphic. More graphic than I care to say. And spoke to her 6 times. So remember that name. But the mom did say that around that time, she checked the bill, and there was a lot of calls to Manorville. And last week when I was doing this, I told everybody to remember that name and to remember Manorville. Yeah. And there was the other victims were Amber Costello, another victim, Megan Waterman, and then Maureen Brainerd Barnes. Megan Waterman and Maureen were both mothers. But they did the circuit. So those were the 4 that they quickly identified at the beach. Later they found a John Doe, but he was dressed as a woman, and they believe he was a night worker, and he had been there at least 5 to 10 years in that area. Jessica Taylor, she was identified, and Jane Doe number 6. Now, what makes them interesting is that their bodies were cut up like everyone else's, and they were wrapped in burlap sacks. Okay? And remember that one also. Jessica Taylor, they were able to identify her, and they found a Jane Doe number 6 at the beach. But they also found their other body parts in Manorville. So I told everybody last week to remember Manorville. So their body parts were found in Manorville and the beach. They were looking for Shannon Gilbert. They have Jane Doe number 3. They named her Peaches because of a tattoo that she has. They also found a baby doe, and they confirmed that baby doe was Jane Doe number 3's daughter. But they don't know how baby doe died. But a little baby was involved. So if the Long Island killer is ever found and goes to jail, he's going to be admired for his work, but he's also going to get his ass beat because of the kid. And the baby was between 1 and 2 years old. They also found a Jane Doe number 7. Now, the Jane Doe number 7, they found the skull, but they linked it by DNA to a pair of legs that were found in 1996. So this thing could be going on that long. So he's never been found. No. So this is who they found. 4 of them ended up being 5 of them were identified. The skull was not identified. They just found it two pair of legs that were found in 1996 through DNA. So this thing, if Jane Doe number 7 is part of the Long Island killer, this thing's been going on that we know of since 1996. So, yeah. So, but they're not sure. But the MO is exactly the same on all of them. Oh, and there's like 5, 6 more dating back to 1983 that they have no idea. You know, they were just found and they were reported missing and they were just found, and one of them goes back to 1983. And so the investigation, the officers, the police said that they believe that the Long Island serial killer is between 20 and 40 years old. And I'm sitting there thinking, if they think this one goes back to 1983, he's older than that now. You know what I mean? He's above 40. So I think there's 2 of them. Personally, I think one might be a protege. I'm not kidding you. I think there's 2 of them, but who knows? Well, anyway, but the one thing they all have in common is that they were all prostitutes. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. They all worked the night. Some, they did it because they had a family. You know, some they did it to support a drug habit. But the point of it all is that they were all human. They're all human beings. It doesn't matter. Nobody wants to go into prostitution and say, hey, I just want to do it as a career option. Nobody does that. There's always a reason, you know? So, yeah. So we went over the victims last week. We went in a little bit of detail on that. And we went into when the order they were found and stuff like that. And all because it started with an investigation into a missing person named Shannon Gilbert. Ange, hello. Hey, my love. Caught you live. Want to show you love. Thank you, Ange. It's been a long time. Hippie said, definitely people numb their pain. Exactly. So nobody goes into that with a career choice. So we went into a little detail about each one's circumstances, and they had all but one. One I felt sorry for because the family didn't give a shit. Never even reported her missing. Not even the roommate. I'm like, what the hell? Did nobody care for this woman at all? But she did it to support her drug habit. The other ones did it to survive, or they had families, they had children. But it all started with an investigation in Shannon Gilbert, and the reason why I keep saying that is because that's part of who's on the suspect list. See. And they've all been there for a while. Zorg, hello. It has life has me busy and yeah, I understand. So, but they include Shannon Gilbert in on that. Shannon Gilbert, they did find her body. They found her away from everyone else. They found her in some marshes. And Shannon Gilbert, when they found her, she was face down on the ground. And she was naked from the waist down. And what they did is they found her shoes in her purse first. And then they walked around later. Looking for her in this area took 3 days. And then they walked around and they found her jeans. And they're all caked with mud and everything. And then they found her a quarter mile away from her stuff, and she was face down. And they said they believe she was killed. I'll tell you what, that one chief was a fucking ass. They said they don't believe she was killed, that she just succumbed to the elements. Well, what do you? And they said, what are you missing your shoes? Well, it was muddy. And I said, okay, I can get that. I've lost my shoes in mud. You know, never a tennis shoe, but when I wear sandals or something, I've lost them in the mud. Okay, I've done that. All right, I'll give him that. All right, I'll give him that. What about your pants? Well, they were muddy. So they just fell off of her while she was running. My thing on that was, first of all, I would actually go mudding. And I would actually go and get muddy on purpose. I've never lost my pants. Sorry. As muddy as they got, I never lost my pants. And I said, secondly, if you're a lady of the night, you gonna wear them pants tight. Okay, I'm sorry. She was a good-looking woman, you know, nice body. She gonna wear her pants tight. They don't just fall off when you run. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what that cop was thinking. So she was killed. Well, they have a suspect list. And I don't even know why there's a suspect list, because two or three of them, they just went, eh. So I do have the suspects here. And the first one, exactly, those pants are going to be like a second skin. Exactly. They just fell off while she was running. So the first one was the ex-police chief, James Burke. He's the former Suffolk County police chief. He had a long history of being with prostitutes and having really rough sex with them. I just came in. Anyone tell me the people in the crime? This is about the Long Island serial killer. I just went over the 4 remains that they found in Long Beach, or the Long Island Yogo Beach. They were all prostitutes, and they were able to identify 5 for sure, and that these bodies had been at this beach. They kept finding more and more bodies in this area, and some of them been there for a long time. So they figured this has been going on for a while. So that's why they said the killer is anywhere between 20 and 40 years of age. But I was like I said, even if it went back to 97, the person's not going to be writing it down how you look up. The person is not going to be in their 20s, because if this goes back to the one case they know for sure, 97, definitely going to be older than 20. Because he wasn't going to be 5 when this shit started, or 10. Oh, I love hot chocolate. We're out, or else I'd be having some. That's what's going on with the victims. Now, here's some of the suspects. Jason Burke, like I said, is a former Suffolk County police chief. He has have to close my eyes, but I'm still listening. I haven't fell asleep to you for a while. That's okay, Mary. You can go to sleep to me tonight. That's all right. Meme Sweet Tea, hello. Had a long history with being with prostitutes. and he was extremely rough. He even choked one. They complained about him. And he's been known to have extremely rough sex with the women of the night. So, but while he was chief, he did obstruct the FBI investigation into the LISC case, which is the Long Island serial killer. He did obstruct it, and he was found guilty. And he got in trouble for that. He got in trouble for beating a guy up for taking his duffel bag, which was full of pornos and sex toys. And so, yeah, he got in trouble for that one. Illuminati Zeitgeist, hello. So, yeah. So he's a suspect. He may have had a long history with prostitutes, and he may have extremely rough sex, but nobody has accused him of killing. You know what I mean? So, wishing you a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you, Illuminati. And same to you. John Bittroff. Now, he was convicted of killing two prostitutes, killed one in 93 and 94. He was convicted. Now he's named as a suspect in at least one of the LISC murders. They listed him as a suspect last year. Now, if he was convicted of murders, shouldn't he be in jail? Hello? Shouldn't he be in jail? If he killed him in 93, 94, and he was convicted of the murders, unless they let him out super early, how the fuck is he going to kill somebody in 2007? I don't know. But he's suspected in at least one of the LISC murders. But there are similarities between his known murders and the LISC murders. Now, now this is the part that I wanted people to listen to. Okay? He lives in Manorville, so he's out. I was shocked. I was like, he was convicted of murder and he's out? He lives in Manorville, which Melissa's mom said there was a lot of calls to. And the reason why this is the reason why I'm saying there's two of them. So that way, why are you calling Manorville? Well, this guy lives in Manorville and he's already been convicted of murder. The remains of Jessica Taylor and Jane Doe number 6, who are the victims, was located 3 miles from his home in Manorville. And this is another one I wanted everybody to remember. Bittroff's victim, one of the ones that he killed, was Rita Tangretti. And her grown daughter was best friends with Melissa Bartholomew, who was a LISC victim, whose mom said off her phone there was calls to Manorville. And also calls to her other daughter. So Rita Tangretti, her daughter, was friends with Melissa in Manorville. Was friends with Melissa, and he lives in Manorville. So right there is red flags all over the place. And I wish GC was here because he can give his 2 cents. Red flags are everywhere now. Everywhere. Another one they suspected was Josh Brewer. And Josh Brewer was the one that hired Shannon Gilbert the night she disappeared. Shannon ran from his home, and she was banging on the neighbors' doors for help, and she made a 911 call and said they're trying to kill me. But he was cleared as a suspect. And then there's Dr. Peter Hackett. He's the one that called Shannon's mom, saying that he treated her, and that he runs a halfway house for wayward girls, and that he treated her and stuff. He said he saw her that night, and then he called 5 days later and said that he had no contact with her. Then he denied ever calling at all, until they found phone records and said, "Yeah, you called when she said you called." Well, he said, "Yeah, but I was lying." And but he has a wife and 2 children, and they were home that night that Melissa was running around, so they would have definitely heard or seen something. So my thing is, there are other victims. I will have to go look up this case. Yeah, I'm going to do a more in-depth one, because each one of them should be looked at separately. But this is the general case. This guy has made phone calls, and he knows exactly how long to talk on the phone. He knows where to go so it can't be traced or anything like that. Like I said, he was at Central Station. He was in Times Square. He was, where thousands of people are or go through. There's no way. But this John Bitroff, who lives in Manorville, who killed the mother of Melissa's friend. They were best friends. So he's very cunning, extremely cunning. He's very good. But I really think there's 2 of them. I don't think it's one person. Why would you have the victim's phone and make calls to Manorville unless, everything points to Manorville. Everything does. And the Shannon Gilbert case, they're really looking into that, because it's what sparked this finding out about the Long Island killer, the Long Island serial killer. It's that case sparked it. Now, they don't believe that, they don't believe that she is part of the Long Island serial killer's repertoire, but she is definitely the one that sparked it. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time there was a team either. Exactly. And lately, with the technology, he used a burner throwaway phone. Yes. It's easy to get one of them. Nobody knows, But even with that, they can tell what store you bought it from. But still, could be anybody. Anywho, some of these, like the 4 that they identified is within recent years. We're talking from like 2007 to 2012. Okay. But the one that goes back to 97, and on a far away list, there's one that actually dates back to 83. Now, this is my theory as to why there's 2. First of all, it's the phone calls. Those phone calls is what's tripping me out. If you're a serial killer and you're older, you're going to know better than to make phone calls. This guy has been good enough to where he has eluded police, and they would never have known he existed if it wasn't for Shannon Gilbert's case. If it wasn't for her family being that persistent. The police would never have even known that it existed. Never even known. So, in finding these people, these women, it's like they were a set here from back, and then there's a set here from later. And I really think with the Van Lufa, hello. And I really think if there's two, I really think one's older because they can't figure out if this dude's 20 or 40 or what. I really think that there's an older one who took on an apprentice. And being younger, if he is 20 or something, he ain't gonna be able to keep his mouth shut. You know what I mean? He's already calling the victim's daughter or sister. So I really think that there may be two of them. And if I'm correct in what GC was saying, he thinks there's two also. But I was just wanting to finish it up because we went into the case last week and into the killings and stuff, and I just wanted to do the suspects on the list. It could be anybody. Johnny B, hello. I remember hearing about a duo in another country where a father taught his son how to kill, and they did it for years together. Yeah, and that's why I feel there's two of them. He took on an apprentice. Now, there's another suspect that they have, but I think he died or something. Or they ended up ruling him out because they couldn't get anything on him. But he worked in a place where there was nothing but burlap sacks all around. So, you know, these women, these people were wrapped in a burlap sack. Being two would make so much sense. I really do believe there's two. But with the Shannon Gilbert case, there is an update. Now, since she's the one that actually sparked this and which got them onto the Long Island Killer, because she was killed differently. She was killed in the same area, but she was away. She was, since she was the beginning, they kind of loop her into the investigation. But it's not an actual, they don't think the Long Island serial killer did it, and neither do I. But because of that, and there was the night she ran from Brewer's home. Yeah, it was Brewer, right? Yep. The night she ran, all of them were wrapped. Yes, they were all wrapped. Liberty. Oh my God, Liberty. Welcome back to the lounge. Hi, Les. Long time. I've missed you. Sleeping my nights away. Aw. I started doing that, and that lasted about 2 weeks. About 2 or 3 weeks. Pie Cutie, hello. Liberty. Girl. I'm going to read more. Peace all. Heavy peace. You have a good night. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, anyway, there is an update with the Shannon Gilbert case. The judge, this was last week, ordered the police department to hand over all the transcripts of the 911 calls that were made the night Shannon Gilbert disappeared. There was 4 of them. 3 of them were from neighbors and 1 was from her. And they have until the judge ordered them. They have until February or March to hand them all over because the police department's not releasing any of it. And so the Shannon Gilbert's attorney went to court. They want them released. And so the judge finally sided with them and said, you have until this date to release them all. So, and that's the update on that. So there really isn't anything written for the past couple years. It's hard to find any information within last year and this year of the Long Island serial killer, but it's still an open, active case. And we know that, for one, because of Shannon Gilbert. And secondly, there is somebody who is close to the investigation in real life, and who I really wanted on panel. But eventually we'll have her on panel. Kit Kat, hello. Hello. So that was finishing up the case. So yay. There you go. That's it. Yay. I was super busy and went too fast. Hope yours good as well, Kimberly. Yeah, when was Thanksgiving? Was it last week? No. It was the week before last, wasn't it? I can't help feeling like the police are not giving it they're all because these women are prostitutes. That was the that was the problem. That was the problem. They said if the police would have investigated when these girls or women were reported as missing and gave it attention, that it could have saved some lives. Did you move, Les? No, I'm in my office. I'm in my office. I haven't moved yet. I need a moolah. But I'm in the office. Want to stop in and say hi? I'm gonna go night-night. Well, Kit Kat, I'm glad you did, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much. I have to get my little red-headed sassafras up for school. I gotta sleep. Night, all of you beauties. Ange, thank you for coming in. Thank you. It was the 22nd. Yeah, that's when the court date was, on the 22nd. And so he said they had till like February or March to release the police were to release all those transcripts from the 911 calls. You have a good night, hon. So, but they wouldn't have even known about the Long Island serial killer if it wasn't for the Shannon Gilbert case. So, yeah. So there's the finishing up on that. And it is a shame. And they didn't give it their all because they were prostitutes. And like I said, the Queenie Beanie, I fell asleep on y'all. It's okay. Thanksgiving was the 22nd. Okay. Last Thursday. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when it was. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Oh yeah, how could I forget? Little Mama. We got her Thursday. So MK Estrada, hello. But like I said, it doesn't matter if they were prostitutes. They had families, they had people that loved them, and they're all human. You know, it angers and saddens me to think that is why, regardless of their profession, they mattered, and they didn't deserve that. Exactly. So, but if you notice, it's the women of the night that people look down on. But what about the men that go visit them? I had to look at my calendar. My memory is crap these days. Mine too, Kimberly. Mine too. So don't feel bad. But that's one of my questions. They look bad on the women, but what about the men? You know? Be like, what about these men? Let's face it, some of them are married too. And, you know, they're going out doing their thing. If the men weren't going out doing it, then there would be no need for them. You know? And you can say opposite too, but nobody ever looks bad on the guys. They're like, whatever. Fuck that. Fuck that. And the men that are escorts and all that, nobody says anything bad about them. Why? Nobody looks down on them. Why? And nobody says anything about the women that go to them. Hey Les, when you have time, can you post your PO box again? I got rid of my PO box. Here, I'll put it in there now. But nobody looks bad on the guys that are men of the night. Did anyone watch anything about the Jessica Chambers, Quentin Tellis case? Young girl that was burned alive in Mississippi. I actually did that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And statistics say that at least 70% are married men. What the hell? Yeah. But I did the Jessica Chambers. Yes, I did. And boy, I got dinged big time on that one. There was 3. Wow. But it was yeah, I went into graphic detail with that one. What do you think, Les? I'm sick over it. I'm sick over it. Sad. I'm sad with all of them, to tell you the truth. I'm sad with them all. It's all of these cases. I want victims remembered. I don't want the killers remembered. I want the victims remembered. Yep. I want the victims remembered. And yeah. It's all these cases are troubling. Every one I've done is troubling on one level or another. I think so, Cindy. I really do. I think so. But any case that involves any kind of murder, to me, is all senseless. And I think it's sad. I don't know why things have to come to that. If you hold your tongue with your fingers and say, "Tell us," it sounds like Eric, but then Quentin's sister lied on the stand. There was so much wrong with that case. Yeah. I just find it disturbing that people, whatever their motives are for murdering like that. Now, I can understand killing someone who's attacking your family. Um, I can understand that. You're defending your family. That's understandable, but these senseless murders for no good reason at all. Snickerdoodle says Chris Watts, the guy who murdered his wife and kids. I'm glad he will never be set free. Yeah, I was actually sent information on that, and that's my own fault for not covering it before. It was all circumstantial evidence, though. I'm sick over that case. Yeah, that's why I said it makes me sick. Silky said it's very sad. Yeah, it truly is. We just had a 19-year-old guy who stabbed his mother. Yeah, stabbed his mother to death and then showed up at her workplace covered in blood. Yeah, I remember the night Trina was telling me about that. Chris Watts, a piece of crap. Hope that his time in prison is hell. All over an argument, according to him. So that's what it was. I was all over. What's the argument about? I wonder. I'm reading the Executioner's song about Gary Gilmore. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't know what the argument was about. That's a shame. He did confess to stabbing her and cutting her face. Van says he was a sicko. Aren't they all? Really? Well, some are more depraved than others. Man, I'm fiending for some chocolate. I don't know why I just don't buy chocolate when I go out. According to the core, they was having marital problems, but he already had another girl on the side. That's sad. Oh, I tell you, folks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why couldn't he just get divorced? I don't know what the I don't know why people feel they have to kill over that. Because it's cheaper and they get money out of it, really. Captain Napton, hello. They figure they don't have to pay for the divorce, and if there's a life insurance policy, they get the life insurance policy. It's all about money. Nothing's worth that. I'm sorry. Nothing. They always get caught though. Yup. Yup. Van Lufa, do you want on panel tonight? It's always life insurance. Exactly. Dilgoff, hello. Hey, Les, back again. Enjoyed last night with you and Joe. Well, thank you. Thank you. Be sure to step in tomorrow night at midnight on East Coast time, where me, Joe, and Slot Bandito will be discussing the Stephen Avery case and eating Taco Bell. Hello, Les. I got strep throat. Ooh, Hannah, hello. Send me a link. Okay, what's your... I need your email for that. Let me see if I can do it with... Sometimes I can do it with just a name. No, it's making me do the email. Yep, he wanted his family gone so he could start his new life with his girlfriend. Have nothing in a way. Okay. GC, hello. I just got done finishing up the Long Island. I was waiting for you. Okay, we're going to try to get Van Lufa. It's not letting me. Why isn't it letting me? Oh, cheesy cow. Which one? Okay, it should be sending. It should be sending. It wouldn't let me there for a second. I was like, what? There she is.
Hello.
Hey, Van Lufa, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a long time since you've been up here with me.
I know, girl. I tell you, my life has been crazy.
Aww.
Yeah, I have been traveling back and forth to California a lot because my granddaughter had surgery and my daughter has just needed a lot of help. And so I've been doing that. And I'm actually moving there in May. So
I
trying to
remember.
get, yeah,
I remember you saying that.
yeah. So I'm trying to get my house purged and I just have too much junk. And so that's kind of keeping me busy.
Oh yeah. So how is the granddaughter, by the way?
She's pretty good. She'd had an NG tube for about 3 or 4 months and she wasn't tolerating that, getting her feedings through there. So then at the end of October, she had surgery and she had a G button put in. And so that has been working out much better.
All good.
She gets her 5 feedings a day through there. So yeah, so she's doing better.
Good, 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 good. And how old is she again?
She is 18 months.
Yeah.
And then in October, they also had a ton of genetic testing done. And so we're still waiting for those results because they think that there's some kind of a genetic issue, but we don't know what yet. So,
Yeah, I remember she was really super young.
yeah. And then they've got nursing now. They've got nursing from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. 5 days a week. So that's really helping my daughter out too.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
That's a blessing
So,
in itself.
yeah. So
And
she's
Captain
doing much better.
Napton, Captain Napton, if you want to come on Saturday, I will come on Saturday. I really will. Just to get you on my panel. What do you think, Van Lufa?
Sure. And I forgot to, when did you say that Stephen Avery thing was going to be? I really want to see that.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. What time again?
Midnight Eastern Coast time.
Okay. I will be there.
Yeah. We're Joe's been watching Making a Murderer. And so
Yes.
there's 2 seasons so far. So we're doing season 1.
Okay. Gotcha. Season 2 is awesome.
And I'm binge watching it. So
Good.
I'm about done with season 1, and then we're going to have season 2. We're going to do.
Awesome.
I'll ask him what would be a good day to do season 2 because I got to binge
Sure.
watch that.
Uh
But yeah,
huh.
I like that case. And Captain Napton, like I said, I will come on live Saturday night if you're going to come on panel.
Captain, you need to go on panel. I love your videos.
I love the one she did with me in it. Well,
Oh, she did.
I wasn't in it, but she talked about me. I love that one. That's my favorite one.
Mm,
They're
very cool.
all my favorite when you're talking about me. GC's like, make it happen, Captain.
Captain, there's nobody else better to pop your cherry with than the Les.
Mm-hmm. On several levels, in several
There you
ways,
go.
in several ways. I'm a safe. I'm a safe one.
That's right.
Oh, I'll be mad. I'll be mad if I come on Saturday night because I take weekends off. But I'll be mad if I do that and you don't come in. Gabby, hello. Gabby is Team Asposy. Um, I love me some Gabby. I don't know if you know her. You guys,
No.
Gabby's from the slot community,
Hmm.
and she's a blast. Total blast. Kimberly Chiari, Les popped my panel chair. Yes, I did. You can come on anytime. Look, you guys know I ask all the time. All the time. If you guys want on panel, just say, Les, can you send me a link?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Most of the time, if I ask, nobody wants to come on. You know, but
Yeah.
they secretly do want to come on. So I'm just like,
You don't have to cam up. I don't always when I look like crap.
yeah, I came up because nobody will let me out. So I don't care if I look like crap or not. So it don't matter. You guys are going to get me whatever. Just like my hair on the sides here. It's because I had my glasses on. So it makes my
Oh,
hair
sure.
pop out.
Mm-hmm.
So love you, Les. I missed you so much. Gabby, where have you been, honey? Where have you been, Gabby?
Hey, SD
SD
guy, I
guy.
didn't know you.
You don't know SD guy?
No.
Oh, he's from the
But,
slot community also.
oh, but I am a bitch, so I'm going to say hey back.
Hell yeah. He's a very nice
Mm-hmm.
guy. The ones that come in here are very nice. I'm not going to complain about them at all. They're fun.
Good.
They're fun and they're nice. So he don't mean nothing by it. I like him.
Joe's
Oh,
the only one I know, but he's a cool cat.
yeah. I'll be back in a few minutes, says Captain. So y'all, Saturday, I'm going to come on live and Captain Napton will be with us.
Awesome.
Les, where do I sample a slot thingy? What, you mean a slot channel? You can go to Gabby's, who is Team S Pussy. You can go to SD Guy. You can go to Joe, who is Easy Life Slot Productions or something like that. I'm just so used to calling him Joe. I don't even know what his full thing is. I really don't. You can go to any of the slot people that come in here. My headset ain't the best, and I wouldn't know what the hell I was doing. This is a little Northern Chickie.
Oh, I don't wear a headset or anything. I've never had any issues.
How do you gamble? You don't. You watch them gamble while they're at a casino. They do videos, and they go to casinos and they film it. Some are loud, some aren't.
Hi, Snickerdoodle.
Yeah, Gabby says SD Guy has a great channel too. Easy Life Slot Jackpots. Yeah, there he is.
There's Joe.
Joe says, GC, just send me your fucking money. Yeah, you just go to those channels. Hell yeah. They have live chats, you know. Of course, everybody knows I'm a big Joe supporter. So, you know, I can't help it, Van Lufa. I like who I like.
That's right.
So,
I miss Joe over here. I miss Joe in Katie's chat. Oh my gosh, those were some good times.
aren't on there though, but I don't. He does a lot of work on his channel. He works hard on it. Liz, I'm on
Yeah.
the case of what's going on. I will have more details tomorrow. Okay. Okay. You have more details tomorrow. A lot of people are looking forward to that. A lot of people just looking forward to the fact that Joe's on here with me. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I am definitely interested in hearing everybody's take on the Stephen Avery case. I mean, I feel like we're all on the same page, but it'd be nice to get some different perspective.
Oh, Joe's like, I'm kicking ass and taking names. You go, big guy. Well, I don't know. I might have a different perspective than most on it.
Okay, then I want to hear it.
But I'm not sure what people's opinions on it are. To tell you the
Mm-hmm.
truth, I'm just assuming I know. But I think he's innocent. But
Oh my gosh. Yeah, then yep. You need to give your opinion. Wait till you see Making a Murderer too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was like you though after the first one. I wasn't so sure. Like I was on the fence there, honestly.
Well,
Yeah.
what I knew of the case beforehand, I saw different footage and things like that, and I thought that beforehand. But I'm only on season 1, so this is, and then we can do
Yeah.
season 2. Maybe SD
Do
guy
you
can come on panel one night because he used to have sex with one of the Aries in the cornfields. Sure.
And I would love to hear Bashful Dame's perspective too. I haven't seen her around, but she's always got something good to say.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she'll be in here anymore. So
Oh, dang it.
yeah. Whoopi G. Hello. Whoopi Goldberg. Hello. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I don't know what's so compelling about this case, but it is. It is
Yes.
extremely compelling.
Mm-hmm.
And really, if you look at it, it's really not, but it is.
Right. Well, I think because Netflix did a series on it, and of course they make it all, interesting.
Yeah,
So
but there's a guy who did 18 years for something he didn't do, and then
absolutely.
he fucked up his freedom by doing something that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's one of them things that I truly feel that the nephew, though, had nothing to do with it. Because he really didn't
Um,
know, he really didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
oh, yep. I agree with you.
They like
Yep.
brainwashed him,
Yep.
and he was barely functioning. I mean, come
Right.
on. I watched the interview the cops did with him, and he asked for his mom all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And his worry was, I'll say what you want me to say, and then I get to go back to school and I got a test. He kept saying, I have a test,
Yes, exactly.
and they brainwashed that kid. We
Mm-hmm.
sat there and watched them brainwash that kid.
Yeah.
And so, but I like how Netflix is doing this. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna fall in love with Kathleen Zellner.
Well,
I did.
did you?
Yes. Yes, she's kick ass.
Well, I will definitely watch it.
Good.
That's for sure. Well, yeah, I've got to, because it is compelling. I didn't know that's what that, when it said Making a Murder, I did not know that was about the Stephen Avery case. I did not know.
Oh, okay.
And so, I mean, I've seen it on there, but I just never watched it. And
Right.
um, then Joe came on and he was asking, have I ever seen it? I'm like,
Uh-huh.
no. He says, you've got to see it. It's about the Stephen Avery case. And I was like, what? And I was like, ooh, I got to watch that.
Yes.
And Joe's right. I mean, it's compelling so far. I like the way they're doing it. I
Good.
really do. I like the way they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But GC said I'm going to want to shoot the DA, so I want to shoot. I want to shoot everybody right now.
Yeah.
Everyone. MK Estrada. Hi, Joseph. If I get terminally ill, I might consider erasing that guy. Why can't I just play with life too? Oh my God, GC. GC's opinionated.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, he's a very nice guy though. I've talked to him on the phone. He's a very nice guy.
Good.
But yeah, it's everyone everyone that is in the police department on up. I just want to smack. I really
Yeah.
do. And I've never met a bigger bunch of I've never seen a bigger bunch of wimps
Mm-hmm.
than than those cops trying to cover their ass.
Oh
I
yeah.
was
Do you
like,
think?
you wimpy ass motherfucker.
Yeah. Do you think this went down because the sheriff's because he was getting ready to get a big payout, Stephen Avery?
I think it's just the fact that they got egg on their face and then that payout didn't happen. But even before the
Mhm.
payout, I think they had it in for him.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they had it in for him.
Yep, that's true.
There's some things that just doesn't seem right to me.
Mm-hmm.
It does not seem right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And there never was, especially when it comes to Brendan. Nothing
Oh
seemed right.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we'll discuss that tomorrow, and I'll probably be saying the same things.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to see that man get that money and go from town trash to town star. Oh yeah, that burned their chaps too. But he was never going to get 36 million. That's what he's asking for, but they would have compromised and negotiated for a lot lesser amount. But he ended
Mm-hmm.
up only 400 some thousand because he had to hurry up and settle so he can hire an attorney. Art Deco has been working, but we have been texting, so no, he got 400 some $1,000. He didn't get no 5 million. Mm-mm.
And I'm sure that money's long gone paying for lawyers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen Art Deco in a while. He's been around. Now, when I was doing it during the day, he would come in. But right now, he's probably working. So, But yeah, but it's compelling, and we'll discuss it tomorrow.
Sure.
Um, and so, but it is very compelling, and there's so many other more interesting cases out there. But for some reason, this is just this thing has got movie written all over it.
Oh
This
yeah.
this thing has got investigations written all over it. This thing's got more than one movie on it.
Mm-hmm.
They can do this story from 5 different angles.
Yeah.
And that lady lawyer tried to help them. Looks like a scary woman to mess with.
Yep.
Leslie,
I wouldn't.
give you my number to confirm for Saturday. Okay, hon. That'll work.
But that is her job in her life is she gets people who have been wrongfully um, sentenced or whatever out of jail. That's what she does for work, or wrongfully convicted, excuse me. It's what she does.
Yeah. I can tell you what, if I'm arrested for murder, I probably did it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, yeah,
Oh, I love it.
I'm serious. There's so many people got on my nerves so bad. I'm definitely going to jail for extreme maiming someone. I will maim
Yeah.
them really bad. I'll be one of them being in my sister. I feel
Oh.
like pulling every teeth out of her head just for poops and smiles.
Mhm.
I love her to death. I love her to death, but I tell you what, I don't know. First of all, she got to shut her mouth. I just can't stand the sound of her voice sometimes.
Oh boy.
I can't. I love her to death, though. I do. I
Yeah.
love pissing with her. I love messing with my sister, especially when I laugh really hard about it.
Mhm.
But I guess she isn't so bad. I guess there's worse out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. GC says she's a pit bull. Arr. Latches
That
on.
was the line of the night.
What?
If I ever get charged with murder, I did it.
I probably did it. It's the truth. I'm telling you. Like my sister, for example, says Cindy. I think Cindy's sister and my sister are on the same level. I really do. When someone's voice makes you say, get the fuck away from them. Oh, no, it's, Cheryl's, I just say the sound of her voice because she sounds stupid when she talks. I'm like, you're an idiot. I'm like, really? Are you that insecure with yourself? You're an idiot. Just like the guy she married. She married him a month after their first date. So, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Their first date was Easter Sunday, and they got married a month later. Literally, 4 weeks later. And I'm like, they went to the courthouse. She did it, didn't tell nobody. And that pissed me off. I'm like, I'm your sister. I at least should have known. And she was dating some other guy at the same time. She said, well, Larry needed.
Oh my gosh.
She said, Larry needed insurance. Yeah, it was a month. Because we went to school with the guy. She thinks she knows him. I was like, Cheryl, I went to school with a lot of people too I talk to, but that doesn't mean I know them. I certainly ain't going to marry them,
Wow.
And I was like, but she said he needed insurance. And I was like, well, you did that the first time you were married. How'd that work for you? Because he needed insurance. She bribed him with insurance, and that is not a lie. Marry me and you get good insurance. That was with her. She said to her first husband, how'd that work for you, sis? How'd that work for you? Really? Really? Did it work good? Did that really work good?
So are they in love?
I don't know. They said they were.
Huh.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I really don't, because she's already having problems. She's been having problems. She don't know I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tad desperate. That's a tad, I don't know what her problem is. But that's honestly, that's, I don't understand why women don't have, and I don't see how Cheryl didn't get it. That's what happens when you don't have enough self-respect. Or when Cheryl's the type, not only self-respect, but what's the word I'm looking for? She's the type that she can never be without a guy.
Oh.
And her record is 6 weeks without a guy. Even her son said that. Even her son says that. That's her record. Her longest time has been 6 weeks without a guy. Half the time when she's leaving a guy, because she'll live with every one of them, she's already got a place set up somewhere else with another man that she's involved with, and she's gotten her place already. So when she leaves, I told her one boyfriend, Brian, I said, look, you're on borrowed time. You and Cheryl's been together 3 years. You're on borrowed time. My sister doesn't stay with anyone longer than 3 years. She was with her first husband. She was with him before they got married. And they were married not even a year, maybe a year and 3 months.
Wow.
Before she left him. But it took several years for the divorce because neither one of them wanted to pay for it. But she left him after 3 years being together.
Right.
And oh my God, my sister too. She always got the next guy to go to. I know. My sister's always been that way. And I don't know why. And that's why, like with my granddaughter, I was telling Cindy, with my granddaughter, she was getting her validation now from home. She knows she is loved. She has a mind of her own. She's 8 years old. She has a mind of her own. And I don't want her to have that outside validation. I need a man to validate me. Absolutely. I don't want her to have that. I don't want her to have that. And see, and I'm the type where I don't mind living by myself. All right. I can be without a girlfriend for a few years. All right.
Right.
I'm not that honestly desperate. I'm really not. I never was. I don't have to live with somebody. I don't have to have somebody in my life. I never was that way. Jeffrey, this is Van Lufa. Van Lufa, this is Jeffrey Taddeo. He is also from the slot community.
Oh, hello, Jeffrey.
Nadine Stats, hello. And Zorg decided to retract her message. I don't know what it was. Didn't get a chance to see it. Damn it. But yeah, I don't know why there's men that are that way too, I found out. There are men that way also. Not as many, but there's a couple of my nephews, between two of them, they've got tons of friends. And there's a couple of them who are that way. And I'm like, really? Really? But they know that. Yeah, there was a couple guys that way. Not as many as the women I know. I don't know. My sister, same way. She had 4 kids, 2 abortions, all different fathers. I adopted 2 of her kids. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, my sister, her first one, she aborted. She tried to say she miscarried. And I'm looking at Cheryl. I was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. I don't know who she thinks she always regretted that, and that's why she had Ian. As soon as she was able to perform, she got Frank drunk, and she ended up getting pregnant again. And Frank made her get the abortion. And I'm like, son of a bitch, tell me what to do with my body. Fuck that. Greggy Huffman, hello, my future ex-husband. He's going to go to bed. Aw. Well, you have a good night, Greggy. Thank you for showing up and saying hello.
Good night, Greg.
It's not the same without Greg in here, is it? It's really not. I'm used to it, but for all I know, he's got a husband and found one, and he's like, fuck Les. And he's supposed to marry me. Damn it. He's supposed to come on his white horse and marry me. That's what I'm waiting for. But he hasn't done it yet, Van Lufa.
Darn it.
I know.
Hey, is that Cop and Clark lady? Has she been around lately?
Yeah, she was in last night too.
Oh, good. Yeah.
She had a really busy day today, so I didn't think she'd be in tonight. Zorg says, I've been married 39 years and we could only have 1 kid, so it worked out. Awesome. Awesome. Well, if my sister didn't have me, I don't know where her kids would be. My folks were married for 20 years then. He passed away. My oldest sis married 20 years, got divorced. Other sis, 20 years, got divorced. I only made it 18 years, got divorced. I told Ma, her and Dad cursed us. My mom and dad's talked divorce about 5-6 times in my life, and they're still together. They've been together 50 years.
Wow.
No, 51 years. They've been married 51 years.
That is awesome.
I ended up killing my husband. I was. I told Mom, I was like, are you and Dad still talking divorce? She said, I want to leave your father every day, but I don't have the strength to train another one.
Oh, there you go.
She's too tired. She really is. She's too tired to train another one. Cindy Lopez, you have a good night, hon. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Cindy.
Good night, Cindy.
All 3 of my brothers, their first marriages only lasted 5 years. Them slackers, says Chicky. Between my mom's 3 brothers, there's been 9 marriages between them all.
Wow.
Yeah. My Uncle Gary 4, Jeff 3, Greg 2. And here's my mom, 51 years later.
Good for her.
They don't know what the hell they're doing with themselves. They just don't know. My parents don't know. They don't know. It gives me hope. It gives me hope.
Do you want to get married, Les,
Yes, I do.
someday?
Yes, I do.
Good. Good.
I very much
Me
want
too.
to. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so. And I would probably be that would probably be the only marriage I'll ever have. And it will probably
Right.
last the rest of my life.
Good.
So, you know, but either way, I would love to be married,
Mm-hmm.
but but either way, I'm happy. So,
Right.
you know. My mom never married again. She said she had her husband and no one can measure up to him. Aw. Aw. I don't know. My mom picked out a few and I'm like, Mom. She's like, well, I can't help it. I'm like, Mom, you're married to Dad. It doesn't stop me from looking. When you remember when Crocodile Dundee came out?
Oh
My mom
yeah.
had, my mom had a crush on Paul Hogan. She wanted to marry him. She wants to marry The Rock actually now.
He
She said
is hot.
she said, yeah, that's it. I'm like, Mom. First married 16 long bad years, second married 17 just long years. Oh my God. I think the third one you just might as well give it up. Well, I know. Maybe third time is the charm, they say. I can't imagine what it would be like to be married that long. I would love to be. I really would. I would really love to be. And I would almost, be in shock and awe, honestly. Zork said I got lucky with my husband. GC says the devil you know is better than the one you don't. True. Nadine's like, never, never again. Fuck that. No. No. What about you, Van Lufa?
Huh?
What about you?
I would love to be married. I was married once. I got married at 19 and got divorced at 24 because, I guess he moved on and found another girlfriend but forgot to tell me.
Uh-huh.
And they are now married and they've been married since 97, so what, over 20 years. But I did have my daughter from that marriage, so that was great. And I haven't been married since. Yeah, I would like to be married, and I was in a relationship for almost 7 years, and we just broke up in August. And he made it very clear that he would never marry me. He'd never marry anybody. So,
I was going to ask you if he was the one.
um,
If he was
as
the
far as
one.
I was, yeah, as far as I was concerned, he was the one. Absolutely. But I wanted more.
Yeah.
So, I can't fault him for being honest with me, So I decided it was just time to say goodbye. And, then I've been wanting to move anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, if I could have married anybody, it would have been him. But, what are you going to do when you both want different things?
That's true. That's true.
And he's never been married before, doesn't have any kids. So he just had very, very bad role models for
Um,
married men, for marriages, period. So,
I get it.
so yeah, I would
I
like to be married.
I believe it or not, when I was younger, I dated guys. Believe it or not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, I've dated guys. I've
Mhm.
only slept with one. Believe
Right.
it or not, but I dated guys. But there was one that I thought for sure was going to ask me to marry him. And
Hmm.
I was like, Grandma, I was living with my grandma and he wrote me. And he was in service. And I said, and I read her the letter and I said, Grandma, what do I do if he asks me to marry him? She said, you just answered your own question.
So, like, you weren't sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that was great wisdom. You just answered your own question.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
But we remained friends there for a while. Dead serious, but
Yeah.
that me. Then I met my husband, so I'm grateful he moved on without me. So apparently she was in your boots. It's Jacqueline, that's Zorg. Apparently she was in your boots, in your shoes. World War II generation, best advice. I'm not marrying anybody from World War II. They're about ready.
Yeah.
Little Northern Chickie said, my boyfriend and I first dated 32 years ago. He was my first love, first broken heart. We got back together 25 years later and have been together ever since. Aww.
That's awesome.
Aww. No, your grandma. My grandma's passed away now. She was married to somebody in the World War II. But, you know, I just don't understand, like with my sister, the women that I don't understand. What is it about someone? Of course, I talk to a lot more women than men. Um, all the advice your grandma gave you. Yeah, best advice. That's true. She did give the best advice, you know. Do you have someone special in your life? Yes, I do. Um, but what makes someone feel that they have to have that somebody there and will just take anything?
Yeah. I don't understand that.
I'm like,
Because I've never been that way.
yeah, I don't. And Cheryl and I were raised exact. Has got a 22-year-old in the basement. Oh, you know, a lot of people have said that. I just need to go down to the basement and find her. Oh, how long you been dating? I don't know if that's what you call it. Honestly, of course I had to stalk his Northern Chickie. Of course I had to stalk his has to find again, but I managed it, and he ain't had peace since. Oh my God, I can imagine with Chickie around. I can imagine. But somebody please explain that to me. Why do people feel they have to have that somebody right there? And just like my sister, she'll take any old.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah. I think you hit the nail right on the head when you talked about speaking to your granddaughter and not needing validation from somebody. Do you think that's it?
I don't know. I just know I don't want my granddaughter pregnant at 14.
Yes.
Cameron had a scare when he was 14. He thought he got a girl pregnant, and
Mm.
he was literally shaking when he told me.
Oh.
He told me Bora's mom, and I just grabbed his hand and I told him how much I loved him. And the whole time I'm just sitting there thinking, I want to throat punch you right now. You know, but I don't want that. I don't want that for my granddaughter.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't want her to feel that. um I want her to feel secure with herself and have a mind of her own and
Right.
the love at home. I really believe if you get the love at home, your validation is there.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I think I think she'll learn the lesson. I really do.
Right.
I don't want my daughter to ever rely on a man. I think you should rely on whether it be a man or woman. I've been with my girlfriend for 11 and a half years, says Snickerdoodle. I think
Awesome.
I think if you're your own person, okay, I think if you're in a relationship, it's healthy to lean on each other. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
You lean on each other for one reason or the other, but you don't sit there as a woman. You don't sit there and go to a man, and because guys, when they're 15, they're only going to think one thing, and that's all there is to it. And you don't sit there and think, oh, he loves me because of this. No, it is what it is. It's sex. That is what it is. That isn't love. You know.
Right.
But what do I know?
I do miss that. If I could just, have my ex-boyfriend as a fuck buddy, I would do it every day of the week. But that's not fair. Not fair to him. So,
No. Mm, so I just don't get it, and I don't get my sister. I really don't. And you know what's funny is you would think she would be the more secure one because she was always the princess. She was always the golden child, so to speak.
right.
She was the pretty one. She got all the attention, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And and um then you got me, you know. I was the black sheep of the family. I didn't give
Oh.
a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Totally black sheep of the family. My one uncle even said it. He said, he said, we know you're the black sheep, but I was like, what do you want? I was like, what do you want? Um, so it's one of those things. I'm not the one who got all the attention. I'm not the one who was the pretty one. I'm not the one who was the princess or the star child or anything like that. I was just Les. And I did my own damn thing. And I'm not the one who needs um that thing where you have to have somebody by your side 24/7. I'm not that
Right.
one. I'm not that one. You to be learn to be the strong one, Liz. Yeah, that's what happened. I learned to be the strong one. And MK, I really don't want to talk about it. You probably got low self-esteem. I'd rather have no ass for a year than sleep with some strange bitch I don't know. I don't. Well, it's the idea that you don't. I don't have. It's nice. I want that. You know, I want to be married. I want my partner to rely on me, and rely on my partner. On things, but no, it's okay, MK. It's all right. You're fine. But it's not something that if I go a year or two without, I'm not destroyed about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So, my sister, she gets destroyed if she goes several weeks.
My gosh.
I'm like, what is your problem? So she falls for anything. And they're not, how do I want to put it? They're kind of bad boys. You know what I mean? She only had one good one, and who was family oriented and kept
Mm-hmm.
her grounded and focused on her family. And she did him wrong, though. She did him wrong. Really wrong. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Shirley, I was even Cameron was upset with her. I was like, you did him wrong, bad wrong. And he's a really nice guy. And I really honestly feel that she's not the type to like nice guys like that. Even though she bitches.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, there's women like that.
They say it's in women's DNA to go after the bad boy. Yeah, alpha male because he can protect your babies better. No, these are bad boys that don't give a shit about the kids and drunk and do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know what my sister truly wants. I really don't. My man and I always say we are a team, sink or swim together. We got this. That's what I want. I want to be a team. You know, um, but there has to be some sort of connection there. You know what I mean?
Oh
I
yeah.
can't be like my sister. I can't just be with anyone. For me, there has to be a connection there. There's
Hmm.
something inside of me that's got a ping, and I got to see something inside of that person.
Right.
And if it's not there, like I said, I think I've went without a girlfriend. I think I went 5 years one time. It didn't bother me a bit. I just,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm that selective or what, but I'm just not in the
Yeah,
mood.
there's nothing wrong with that.
And it wasn't like I was even looking either. I wasn't even looking,
Hmm.
and I really didn't care. I don't know if I just kept saying I'm not in the mood. Maybe it's because I just didn't have that. I didn't see anything in anyone, you know.
Right.
Right. GC's like I'm picky. That's what GC's picky. I think I am too. But I have to see inside someone, and if I don't see it, then it's just not there, randomly, you know.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. So, and that's what I want for my granddaughter. And thank the Lord, so far, she does have a mind of her own.
Hmm.
She knows she's loved. That girl will sit there and tell you. So, are you spoiled? Yeah. Are you spoiled with love? Yeah. She
Good
is.
for you.
She knows she's got the attention and the love of a lot of people.
Hmm.
She's got my mom and dad, and she knows that. She's got, believe it or not, my sister. If my sister comes around, Cameron. She knows she's got me. You know, she knows she has her family, all of them.
Right.
You know, she knows it.
That's
She,
great.
she truly does know it. She'll tell you, I'm spoiled with love, and she has a mind of her own. And as much as an 8-year-old can have, I let her have the choices she's allowed to have. You
Right.
know, like I said, I've used this before. You have no choice. You're getting a shower, but you get to choose out which underwear and jammies you want to wear. You know, you get to pick your own
Hmm.
clothes out. No, not these ones. You got to pick from this pile over here. You know, because she'll wear some
Yeah.
funky ass things. I'm like, girl, why are you wearing a pink tutu? Like, get that off. I'll be like, do you want to wear a skirt today or do you want to wear pants? In the wintertime, she's wearing jeans. I don't care. She's wearing something over them legs. In the summertime, do
Right.
you want to wear a skirt? Do you want to wear shorts? You know, she has that choice. Sometimes she wants to wear a skirt because she's got these pink denim skirts and regular denim skirts and, you know, stuff to go out and play in and stuff like
Sure.
that. And she's got a really nice skirts that, you know, if we go out or whatever. But and then you got this choice of t-shirts to go with it, you
Hmm.
know. But she gets to choose. I give her a choice when she's allowed to have a choice. You're eating dinner. It's just what do you want on your plate?
Right. That's the way it should be.
You know, you get to choose which cup you want, which silverware you want, and which plate you want. Now
Hmm.
she uses a big person plate, so now she chooses her color because I have Fiesta ware and it's all different colors. So now she
Uh-huh.
chooses her color plate. Does she want yellow, green, blue, red? So I'll let her choose her color, but she's going to eat dinner.
Right.
There is to it. So if you show her, she will feel your realness and do the right thing. Yeah, she does everything I do. I have no problem. GC says I have no problem telling a 21-year-old step off. Your age don't turn me on. MK Star, do you have kids? No, I never could have children. But I helped raise my nephews. Helped raise my nephews, and I've got grandkids. And GC got I remember him telling me he got a bulletproof backpack for his daughter to go to college in, from Amazon. And he said he took it to his roof, and it really works. I'm surprised. So apparently he shot at the damn thing. That's pretty sad when you have to take
I
Kevlar
was just
backpack.
thinking the same thing. What a sad world we live in.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
So,
I do. Yeah. Well, when it comes to looking for somebody, not that I'm looking for anybody, but I feel like I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb in California because I don't look like a California girl. I was born and raised in the Midwest, and I'm not, a skinny little tan thing. And so I'm not even going there with the intention of even finding anybody because I just don't think I will.
Girl, do you know how many Midwesterners are out in California?
No.
A ton of them.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to move to California except for me.
Nobody is from California.
Yeah, nobody's.
Yeah, I'm just not looking. I don't care. I got to get a job, and I'm just there to help take care of my granddaughter. That's my role. So,
Oh, I love my role as grandma.
oh God, it's the best.
I do. I love my role as grandma.
Mm-hmm. So you can play with them, get them riled up, do whatever you want, and then just give them away. Yep, send them home. Oh, the
Oh,
best.
I like doing that with the babies. Nina, I can care less she stays here or not. Like this past summer, I think all but 2 weeks she was here.
Oh
She was here
wow.
all summer. Yeah. Nina doesn't bother me at all. The babies, they take too much work.
You are.
They take too much work. I'm sorry. They're
Mhm.
young. But the 3-year-old, I don't know. He's starting to be a little man. He
Oh.
he's he's gonna need braces. Says little mama gonna need braces. Those poor
Mhm.
kids. I'm from Iowa. We will be moving to Cali next year, hopefully.
Me too, Snickerdoodle, except I'm your next door neighbor from Nebraska. We won't talk about last Saturday. Football
I
game.
was gonna say football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they beat us.
GC says 90% of people there are from the East Coast.
Oh.
I know a lot of people who's moved to California. I'm like, well, nice knowing you. Or they'll move to
Yeah.
Florida. I was like, I'll go visit. I don't want to live there.
No, me either. It's too hot and humid there.
Well, same with California.
Yeah, it's not as humid though. It is hot though. It can be.
I have no desire to live in either place. I'll go visit, but I don't want to live there.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's hella expensive.
Well, not only that, I really tell you the truth. I think it's because I lived such a fast-paced life for so long that I kind of like the quietude of the mountains and the woods and shit.
True.
I like that kind of stuff. I can sit there and
Yeah.
fish all day. Just leave me alone.
Hmm.
I'll fish all day. Especially if my friend Michelle was alive. Oh my God. We would just sit there on the banks and just go fishing and not say a word to each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's your
Kimberly,
family in California, Snickerdoodle? I'm moving to the San Diego area, no, just north of San Diego.
mm. So who's leaving, Northern Chickie or Kimberly?
I think Northern Chickie.
Northern Chickie's leaving? Well, you have a good night, hon.
That's
Thank
true,
you for
GC.
coming
You don't
in.
appreciate a nice day. Every single day is a nice day.
Oh, Kimberly's staying. Chickie's leaving. Well, you have a good night, Chickie, and thank you so much for coming in. It's been a
Bye.
while. I'm going to go freeze my arse off. I'm freezing right now, but hey. Snickerdoodle, that's a prison term.
A dry heat.
Oh. How long is it? MK, how long have you been coming to my chat and you're just now asking these questions? Palma Valley.
Oh, I don't know where that is. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Zori said Cali's on fire. Yeah.
Yep.
Snickerdoodle, my dad is Native American. Awesome. Awesome. Well,
Oh, Palma Valley, whatever. That's not far from where I'm moving at all. I see where it's at.
as I come in and out over months. Yeah, you do. But no, I'm disabled.
Yep, I've been to Escondido.
That's true. LA goes 60 miles in every direction. MK Estrada, so am I. I know the feeling, MK.
Yeah, I think when you were on during the day, Liz, I don't know if, I wasn't really able to catch you. And so, well, I suppose there was maybe a different crowd on during the day when you were live streaming.
There was normal people.
Oh,
One or two new ones or whatever.
right.
So,
Yep.
in case I suffer from major anxiety and depression.
Hmm.
That's what I suffer from, but that isn't why I'm
Yep.
disabled. I'm on some good meds. Takes care of that for me. Unless I get a burr up my ass and I don't take it anymore.
We like Mad Liz.
Oh, yeah. I don't, since they, put me on those two meds, I do pretty good. I don't get pissy anymore. Not like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, those were some good nights, man. Not good for you, but just seeing that different side of you, it was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, believe it or not, growing up, though, I was so chilled and relaxed.
Oh, I believe that.
Serious. Growing up, Michelle, even she noticed the difference. And then when I got help, of course, she passed away before I got the right mix, but
Mhm.
she saw it over the years. But when I was younger, I was so chilled and relaxed. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm dead
Mhm.
serious. Yeah, whatever. You get me away from my house because that's where all my anxiety and tension and everything was. You got me away from there. I was the most chilled person. I was even chilled in my own home if they'd leave me alone.
Right.
You know, some days much worse than others. It's really tough. It is. It is.
Yep, absolutely.
And so I understand my mom when she goes through some shit. Because she's fully aware of who she is and what she looks like now compared to even a year ago, and it bothers her and she gets depressed. She can't do what she wants to do, and I think that's cruel. I kind of wish she would lose her mind, so that way she doesn't have to know that her body's deteriorating on her,
Hmm.
and that's cruel. But like with me, I see some changes, and there's some things that aren't the same, but I don't let it stop me from doing things. I don't, if I used to be able to open up a jar just by looking at it. I mean, I was so strong. My hands were incredibly strong. And now I can barely open up a bottle cap sometimes.
Wow.
And I'll just say, hey, like if I'm at the store and I need some water and I can't open up the bottle cap, I'll ask a stranger to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they will. I've never had anybody say no. I said, would you
Right.
please do this for me? My hands, I just can't do it. Sometimes I just can't grab things right. And other days are fine. I can't walk as far as I used to. I can't walk as long as I used to.
Yeah.
I don't let it stop me. I have my own electric scooter. It comes apart, so you can transport it and put it together. Things, and it's fast as shit. It's just broke right now. But I have my own because I'm not going to let it stop me from going to the amusement parks and shit. I can still ride rides. I can still walk short distances and stuff. But it's because of my feet. I have neuropathy. I can't feel my feet.
Oh.
And, and it's basically because of my feet and my legs, my calves.
Right.
So I can't walk like I used to. But that doesn't stop me from going to the zoo. That doesn't stop me from going to the amusement parks and stuff. Fuck that. I can't ride some of the rides I want to because of my heart. That doesn't mean I can't watch other people enjoy it.
Right.
I just enjoy things a different way. The point is, I'm out in it.
Right.
And that's how I look at it. I'm out in it. I'm there. I'm not stuck at home.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's an advantage. Like if I wanted to go to a concert or if I want to go to a play, if I want to go to an event, if I want to go to a baseball game or whatever, I'm disabled. I've got my scooter chair. I get best seats in house.
Oh, I have no doubt.
I know I can go to a Cincinnati Reds game and get the best seat in house right now because that's where the disabled section is. I have my scooter chair, but that doesn't mean I may not do things as quickly as others, but that doesn't mean I don't do it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I'll do it on my own time. I can't clean my house like I used to. I used to be able to clean it like within hours and be all done. And the only thing I'm just finishing up is laundry and stuff. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I do have to do it when I'm able to do it. And then that's when I do, and then just yell at everybody for messing up. How dare you walk on the carpet? I just vacuumed the bitch. You know what I mean? Don't make a mark on my carpet. I'll have to go and vacuum it again. But, you can't help that. So, I understand, but I understand those days when I can't do anything. And I feel for MK and my mom because they can't do, and it depresses you. It's very depressing when you can't do what you used to. I'm not the same woman I was 5 years ago. I'm not the same woman I was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But but you have to. I still like to do. I still like to travel. I want to travel while I can.
Yeah.
I mean, not. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you can't lay down and die.
No. And I keep my mind active.
Right.
And as long as I keep my mind active, I'm happy with that. And I do what I can do when I can do it, and I'm happy with that. And if you can't deal with it, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be the athlete I was. I'm not going to be who I was, like I said, even 5 years ago. I'm not going to be that person ever again. But that doesn't mean I have to stop.
That's right.
And and I hope people understand. Although, because of that, nobody wants to go to anything like big event with me or anything because I can't do what they do. So Nobody wants to go with me. I
That's
can.
crazy.
It just takes time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So nobody wants to do anything with me. And I'm like, that's y'all's fault. No, that's the way I look at it. It's y'all's fault. I mean, you're the one missing out. I'm a little sad because then I miss out. And
Sure.
like, I love to go and watch the monster truck shows. Nobody wants to go with me because they don't want to have to deal with somebody who's in a fucking scooter. You know?
Oh.
And they don't want to go to baseball games with me or concerts or anything because they don't have to deal with anybody in a scooter. I'm like, look, I just can't walk all that distance. I mean, I can't, that does not mean I can't stand up and have fun and try to twerk like the best of them. I can't twerk with I can't twerk with a shit, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta do. And that's the way I look at it. And that's the way my mom was, but she's now at the point she can't. And it depresses her. And I understand that. I understand people's depression. It is debilitating. People don't realize how debilitating depression is.
I do.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to lie, sometimes mine acts up still. And when that does, I don't stay in bed, and I'm not necessarily in a bad mood. I just don't feel like doing a damn thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm the same way.
If I didn't have to go to the bathroom, I wouldn't even go to the toilet. You know, I don't want to have to wipe my own ass. I really don't.
Yep, I'm the same way.
I would hang out with you. Wouldn't bother me at all, says Snickerdoodle. Oh, well then come on over. Come on over. Because I still like to do things, Van Lufa, don't you?
Absolutely. I struggle. I'm not going to lie. There's days I don't leave my bed, you know, and I'm on 2 medications, but I do like to go out and do things. People like to go out and do things with me. And sometimes I struggle to say yes because I don't want to leave the house, and it's horrible and it's debilitating. And I get it.
Oh,
Gosh,
I
I
want to
get it.
leave the house. I want to leave the house if I'm going to go have fun. I don't want to
Right.
leave the house if I have a doctor's appointment. I'm so tired of doctor's appointments. I am so sick and tired of them. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of tests. I'm tired of rules. But that's when I really don't want to leave the house. If I'm going to leave, somebody says you're going to go to the doctor's appointment. It's like, it's too damn cold. I'm going to reschedule it. Now, somebody says, hey, we're going to go here and here and here. And I'm like, I'm on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on it. Give me 30 minutes from time I jump in the shower to the time I'm dressed and have my shoes on.
Right.
Dead serious.
Mm-hmm. I'm working on it.
I love just to get out and I love to just to go out back and sit.
Mm-hmm.
I love to sit at my back porch. I really do.
That's good.
I'll take my laptop out there and just, just fart around. Or I'll watch the neighbors. I like to watch the animals and shit. Because I like to see what they do. It's like they're little humans, but in animal form. You have a leader. You have a leader. No, I found this. You have a leader. And then you have the slow one in the back who likes to try to be funny. It's like, oh, wait for me. But yet they do something stupid along the way. Oh, let me go sniff over here. Oh, better catch up. Then you have the punk ass bitch who likes to try to boss the other ones around. And that's when the leader's got to go. And it doesn't matter. There's believe it or not, there's a litter of skunks on underneath my neighbor's shed back there. And so every once in a while you'll see them come out, and that's exactly how they act. Back dead serious. I'm sitting there looking and going, oh my God, that could be anybody. I am not kidding you. Just got
That
here.
was
Did you
fun.
cover the Long Island Circular? Yes, we did. I'm sorry. Now we're just talking bullshit stuff. And Lusty McButt, hello. When you're rock bottom, you can only go up. Exactly, GC.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly it.
MK, I feel you. I understand. I'm right there where you are.
I am so sorry, MK.
Oh, I'm sorry too.
I am so sorry. Kimberly says, I have social anxiety now. I usually only leave the house to go to the doctor's appointments, and I hate having to do that. I haven't been inside of a Walmart in over 2 years, I think. Wow. You're not missing much. You're not missing much.
I'm a hell of a good online shopper, I'll tell you that.
I don't mind going to the stores at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just go there with a purpose.
Right.
Because my thing is, I would much rather be going to the park or something than going to that damn store.
Yeah.
But I don't care where it is. If I have to get shoes, clothes, household items, I don't care what it is. I'd rather be at a park than going there. I am not kidding you.
Yeah.
I love going on picnics and shit. It's so free. That is so free. Just make a bunch of shit at home and
There
take
you
it.
go. Yep.
It's so free. And I like
Very
going to the
true.
park. I do, especially if
Mm-hmm.
the park is full of kids and shit. I just like watching them. It gets you out of the house. You know, you're eating for free. You get to enjoy nature, and you get to see parents beat the shit out of their kids. What else could you ask for?
There
What
you
else could
go.
you ask for?
Huh.
I do love speaking to friends here on YouTube and Twitter. I don't blame you, Kimberly.
Me too, Kimberly.
I don't blame you. But, I love Amazon, but recently did a price comparison. Walmart is cheaper for most items. Oh, yeah. They are. I'm not gonna lie. And I like
We just
Target
like the
too.
convenience.
Hmm.
We like the convenience of Amazon, you know.
Yeah, because it gets shipped to your house, so I'm not
Mm-hmm.
in that big of a hurry. I mean, if I have to have it right then and there, I'm gonna go to the store and get a Band-Aid. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
But if it's something that I just want to have, oh, this is neat. Um, then yeah, Amazon, hell, I shopped. There you go. Let's go do something. I tell you what, half the time, I'm not gonna lie, I'll do my grocery shopping online.
Oh, I totally have mine delivered.
They don't have that yet here, but I do
Oh,
not mind. I'll go grocery shopping. You pay for the bitch. There you go. You pay for it. Your shit's ready. They've never been wrong.
yeah.
You just go up, load. You don't even get out of your car. They come to your car,
Mm-hmm.
verify who you are. You know which one. You tell them your name. They load it in the car. You sign a thing. There you go.
It's awesome.
I love shopping like that because I'd much rather be doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So what if it takes me a half hour to drive up? Well, now they have it here in Heath, so I can just go 5 minutes down the road and
Mm-hmm.
say, pick up my groceries. There you go. And I can be back home. Oh, that was all 20 minutes of my time. Oh,
Right.
another 5 minutes of my time putting this shit away. All right, let's go do something. Compared to 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. I would rather do laundry than go grocery shopping. That's how scary that is.
Hmm.
I'm weird
Now, I
like
like
that.
doing laundry because I like my shit clean.
Right.
I do. I like doing laundry. It's just right now hard for me to get up and down steps. So I have to wait for
Right.
somebody to take my shit downstairs, and I'd be like, look, you wash it, I'll fold it and put it away. Doesn't matter what it
Hmm.
is. You know, right now it's hard for me to get up and down steps. Liz, did you watch episode 1 of Dirty John on Bravo TV? It was so good. I'm hooked. No, I haven't watched it yet. I saw the thing for it. I haven't watched it yet, but when I saw when you were telling me about it, and then I saw the commercial for it the other day, and I remembered you telling me about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I saw this. I was like, no wonder. Okay. Yes.
Hmm. Never
Yeah.
heard of it. Dirty John.
It's called Dirty John. It's based on a true story. It's a series, a mini series
What's
or
it about?
something. This guy dates this woman who has a daughter, at least
Mhm.
one. I'm not sure if she had 2 daughters or not. I know there's at least one, and he tried to kill her, and she ended up killing him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Off subject, says Kimberly. I saw on the news where a guy was being arrested, and he was fighting the cops. The guy was tased and died on the scene. He wasn't old either, maybe in his 40s. I thought that was crazy. Oh, shit. I think the cops sometimes go too far with that tasing. I watched one here where Columbus cops did it. And first of all, nobody could understand why this cop was tasing this woman, but he kept tasing her. And I'm like, she's already on the ground, not moving. She's convulsing, dude. And he kept
Hmm.
tasing her. He kept pulling the trigger.
Crazy. I'm on both sides of the coin about that. I mean, it sucks that that guy died or whoever it was. I mean, that really does suck. And I suppose there's probably going to be a lawsuit from the family. But then on the other side of it, they should be complying with the police too.
I totally agree, but they never know. Like if they like for some reason if they got off on a tangent and I get tased, they could very well kill me because of my heart.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
They need to watch that. I've seen people be tased while in handcuffs.
Yeah, that's uncalled for.
Yeah, what's the point in that?
Hmm.
What's the point in that? I don't throw him in the cruiser. I mean, he's in handcuffs. It's not like he's going to be able to punch you. You know, he can fight you getting in there, but still. People 21 been killed by tasers. 21 people. I just know in handcuffs, that's fucked up. Yeah. This one they showed on in the news, this cop is being investigated because and we don't even of course we don't know. We didn't see anything before. I mean, we saw a few minutes before the tasing, but can't even figure out why she was even being questioned anyway. She was in a parking lot. It was a busy parking lot area. It was like at some function. I don't know what it was. But yeah, she was a little drunk, but so was everyone else. You
Hmm.
know? Um, oh, 21 years old being killed by tasers. Oh. And so they were like, why was he even questioning her to begin with? It wasn't like she was belligerent or anything. And he kept tasing her and tasing her. And I'm like, that woman's got more. I would have passed out by then. He tased her like 5 times. And she was convulsing on the ground. And he was telling her get in the car.
Hmm.
Well, she's convulsing on the fucking ground, you idiot. Yep, it's crazy, right? Laying on the ground, handcuffed, tased. That's crazy. But people should obey and comply with the cops. I've been watching this. These people have been using their sovereign rights. There is no such thing, but
Oh,
So
I've heard about that.
yeah, I'm going to put together a compilation on that because it is funny, and I've been watching them. But not only them, I started watching others who were fighting tickets and shit. And I'm telling you, those cops are patient as shit. Because if I tell someone 3 times and the third time I'm saying this is your last warning, you will give me your license or we will break this window and get you out of the car, and they still don't do it, I don't talk for another 20 minutes. No, you were warned. I've asked you 3 times. You didn't comply. I'm going to break your window and yank your ass out. Then they wonder why the cops are being so rough. I'm like, they just argued with you for a half hour and you would not show your license. Yeah, that is a rule. That is a law. That is a rule. You must follow it. Yeah, they don't drive, they travel. That's right. They try to plead. Their thing is they don't need a driver's license because they're not driving. They're traveling. You don't need a license to travel. Did you know that? So if you're driving your car, you're not really driving because you are not, their thing is you are not being paid to professionally haul something. You're not being paid to professionally drive that car across the state. So if you're not doing that, you're traveling.
Never heard of that.
My friend came out of prison with that sovereignty shit. His car isn't insured. He does not have a license. He's been driving around New York City for 3 years. Yeah, they don't feel they have to. That they do not consent to being handcuffed. They do not consent to being kidnapped, is what they call it. They're being kidnapped. They don't consent to that. And they'll bring up Black's Law Dictionary. Okay, there is it's called the Black's Law Dictionary. And that's the rules that they're using in there was rules that were created before the Constitution. And there were no cars back then. So when they say travel, you're free to travel, they're thinking horse and buggy.
Oh.
You know. But these were rules that were based on this law dictionary is based on rules that was created before the Constitution came into play.
Oh.
So they're using that to base their law on, not the actual Constitution and the laws of the land.
Sneaky.
Yeah, but it's not working because it's not the law of the land. I like watching First Amendment auditors like Chi-Town Sue. Yeah, I know. I met her in your chat, Les. I like watching Chi-Town Sue. The First Amendment. I was going to do that here, but shit, I know him. So it's like, what are you doing today? I know exactly where they hang out. There's like, And the cops here in Heath are so chill until you break the law. And they will make you cry. They will make you cry. They don't play. Heath cops do not play here. But they're sweet as can be. They really are. They'll give you a chance, but you act like an asshole, forget it. They will make you cry.
Crazy.
I love my little town.
How many people are in your town?
I really don't know how many's in Heath. I really don't. You can tell the difference between Heath and Nurk. It's like a line between being clean and dirty. There's literally, you can tell the difference. It's like, yeah, this Heath. Oh, there's Nurk. It's serious. You can tell. Yeah, they won't. Yeah, the sovereign people won't pay taxes. They don't have to do anything. They are free to roam and do whatever they want, and they feel that they are protected by the Constitution, but they don't have to follow it. But they're protected. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this sovereign shit is hilarious. I love it. And I'm going to put some shit together on mine. Some of the crazy shit that they do is so funny. Oh my God, they're hilarious. But then there's others I've been watching where cops are just making traffic stops. these people are throwing a fit getting a freaking ticket. And I was watching this one, and this guy, he was on the board of, he was the chairman of the board of, or he was chairman of some committee that has to do with the town that they lived in. I can't remember what it was, but he was the top dog, the president or the chair of this committee for the town. And cop didn't exactly pull him over. He stopped him. He turned his lights on and everything, and he walked up to the car because he was stopped in the middle of the road dropping someone off, and he was blocking traffic. So the cop went up to his car, and he asked for his license and registration and proof of insurance. And this guy wasn't going to do it. And he said, what are you stopping me for? He said, you're breaking the law. I need your license, copy of your insurance, and registration. And he wouldn't do it. So he said, sir, what's your name? Well, he gave the name like it was supposed to carry some weight. And he says, I need your license. You know, he kept asking him. Right, and this guy got mad. And guys, please don't get upset with what I'm getting ready to say, because I think everybody knows I'm not racist or prejudiced in any way. Which there's a difference between prejudice and racist. I hate people throwing that racist thing around all the time. It's like prejudice. There's a difference. Well, anyway, I'm not either. But this guy was this tall black guy. And he started calling someone. And the officer said, all right, I'll wait till you're done. And so got put his phone down. And he asked the person who he dropped off with, some lady, said, can you call Mike or somebody? He said, come get him down here. And so this guy did not think he had to comply. So the officer was asking him nicely. And he was just matter of fact. And the officer ended up, you can tell, he did such a wonderful job. He had patience. And he was just matter of fact with everything. You can tell he was pissed off. Don't use that bullshit with him. Well, anyway, this guy gets out of the car and automatically puts his hand on the car like he was being arrested. That guy was goading that officer, and the officer knew it. So he called for backup. And so he said, sir, you can put your hands on your car all you want. I need your license, registration, and proof of insurance. He kept telling him that. And this guy was talking to him, trying to goad him into some kind of confrontation. And you can tell it. And so this guy called, and he acted like he was talking to the police department, the head of the police department. Instead of calling the dude chief, you can tell he was faking the phone call, because he said, oh, thank you, Colonel. I was like, there ain't no damn colonel in the thing. It's the chief, you idiot. So you can tell he was faking the phone call. So the guy ended up getting his license and registration and proof of insurance. So he said, okay, now this is the reason why, like I told you before. He repeated 5 times why he originally stopped him, the original offense. And then told him the stuff afterwards, you know. And then the guy kept refusing to sign the ticket. So he said, I'll be back in a minute. Came back, all right, you got another charge, another ticket. And he ended up with like $500 in tickets. Whoa. When all he had to do was sign a $50 ticket. Mm-hmm. That's all he had to do. All he ended up with $500 in tickets. I'm like, you're a freaking idiot. You cannot use, just because you're the chairman of some committee. And he was a preacher on top of it. So after that hit the news, he ended up stepping down. But he's still on the committee. He's just not the chairman anymore. And he had to pay. He thought he can get out of those $500 worth of tickets. I looked at the court case where he actually went to court to fight it. He had to pay every bit of it. He got him admonished. I'm like, dude, you cannot get it. It doesn't matter. They pull over officials all the time. You break the law, you break the law. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I am not kidding you. It's just like, oh my God, people. But hey, but these sovereign people kill me. They really do. They think they can go to court. And just like they'll be sitting in the car and they'll say, I plead the fifth. This is against my Fifth Amendment rights. I'm like, you're not in court, dumbass.
Huh.
And the officer's like, well, that's for another thing. I just need your license, dude. It's funny. It is. It's hilarious. But I'm going to go ahead and end this because I went way, 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 way over.
Yep.
I went way over. And I got a few things I got to do. So
Okay.
Well,
Well, thanks for having me on panel tonight, Les. I enjoyed it.
Hey, last time I saw you, I asked you. You didn't want to come on.
Who knows what I was doing that night, but yeah, no, if I'm ever available, I'll always tell you. And I can't wait to come back tomorrow and hear about the Stephen Avery case.
Yeah, we're doing season 1 on that. So
awesome.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
All right, thank you everybody who's still in here. And thank you for coming. I DM'd you my number. Love you, Les. Okay. All righty.
Thank you, Kimberly. Have a good night.
Kimberly, everybody, thank you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to have Joe on here at midnight Eastern time.
Okay.
Midnight Eastern time. So everybody have a good night. Thank you, Van Lufa. Thank you, everyone.
Yep. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone.